Hi everyone, I'm Nadia, and I would like to share with you some thoughts and some speculations about the Force Awakens um, today. Okay, let's start. I made some kind of points because it was a little bit too messy the first time I tried to record it. First of all, I just want to say that these are my opinions and my own speculations. I've read something on the internet, I have seen some videos here on YouTube, but everything I am going to say in this video is what I think and my own opinion based on the two times that I have seen the movie and about my knowledge of the saga that comes only from the movies. I haven't read the books, I haven't read the comics, I haven't played the video games. So I want to clear these things up um, because that's my background, and I want you to know that this is my background. Another little thing, I ask excuse if my I cannot say the phrases I say are not linear. I'm not English mother language, and it can be a little bit messy. So I ask excuse in anticipation. I try to be as clear as possible. So let's start. The first thing that I want to tell you is that I generally like the movie. I was a little bit scared. I was taken by panic a couple of days before to get to see the movie. I saw it on the 17th of December the first time, and the 1st of January the second time. Because I started to panic because I was afraid that bringing back characters from the past, I don't know, I think that could be something a little bit too much for people that is passionate to the saga, people that loves Star Wars movies. That could be hard for people that just come to see Star Wars for the first time or want to just start Star Wars for the first time. It was a little bit too hard. It wasn't at all. I think it was quite natural. I think that they didn't overdone, and the general impression it was they used the whole character and plot to build the canon. As we know, having seen all the previous 6 movies, there are a lot of things, a lot of flaws, a lot of things that has been said in a movie and in the other one are it's exactly the contrary. Just to cite one, at the end of the Return of the Jedi, as we know, Leia tells Luke that she remembers her mother, but at the end of the Revenge of the Sith, Padme dies giving birth to them, so she can't have met her mother and remember her. Said this, I think that the impression was that they wanted to build a canon of the past 6 movies and use some characters to build a bridge to a new world, a new universe, a new kind of universe where, of course, it's tied to the old one. So this has been the impression. My sisters find this a little bit boring, but she was disappointed because she expected that Luke at some point turned out to be the Lord of the Dark Side. So I don't take her as a reference. So we passed to the point number 2. That is the old character. I read someone that was complaining about the fact that Han Solo is not the old Han Solo, that Leia is not the old Leia. Maybe the only character that has made himself is Chewbacca. I can understand this, but I think it's quite natural. I think that Star Wars was one of the first movies I've ever seen with my cousins when I was a child. And when I say when I was a child, I'm speaking about 3-4 years old. I saw it so many times with them that I can quote it. And imaging 30 years after, and now I'm a woman, I'm a married woman, so imagine if I could see Han Solo and Leia as they were 30 years ago, it would be unbelievable. And so I think that they had done a great job. They haven't, I cannot say, twisted the character, but they had just changed the way in which they react to things. That is not, of course, that of 30 years ago. I like this, definitely. I didn't find this forced or else. I really appreciate this. My parents are not the same than 20 years ago, let alone 30 years ago. So I haven't seen this as strange. The only thing that doesn't apply to this is when Leia has come to bring back their son. This sounds to me not so well, not so right, but I think that this will be explained and somehow we will just deal with it in the next movies. Third thing, Finn. Well, I like Finn. I like Finn so much. I didn't think I would like him, but I like him so much. I like the fact that for the first time we see the low rank of the other side of the new order in the sky, in the first order in this case. God, I start to be confused. I'm sorry. To see little bit how they work, and so I think it's enlightening in some way. I like his character. He's positive, he's fresh, he's new, he's well-hearted. I like him so much. So I hope that he make it in the next movie. I hope he's not too damaged by Kylo. And okay, I like Finn so much. Number 4, Phasma. Phasma, I am still delusional and so disappointed because I was so excited. I literally forced my sister to bought me the cup of Phasma for Christmas. I have definitely go crazy for this character, and in the end I was delusional, but I hope that she will make it out of the compactor, she will make it out of the compactor, and she come to kick some asses next movie. So this is it. 5 is divided into 5A, Rey. I like Rey, not as much as Finn, but I like Rey. I perceived her as confused by everything is happening to her. I like the fact that she's tall because she has grown up since when she was a child, hard working every day just to bring the food at home, just to eat at the end of the day. I am very curious to see her development, basically. A thing that in the last days has kept me busy, has been all this thing that is surrounding Rey, mystery that is surrounding Rey, and that basically it's the 5B, the point 5B, Rey's parents. Okay, so we can say that the 3 main theories from what I have read on the net are Luke Skywalker, so she is Luke's daughter, Han and Leia, and or Obi-Wan Kenobi's granddaughter, I think. So I have to say that I've just seen the old movies lately more than a couple of times, and honestly and genuinely think that Obi-Wan and Luke. Um, for what they have gone through personally, Obi-Wan with Anakin, and Luke discovering that he was the son of the Lord, the Dark Lord, etc., etc. I don't see them to go around having women and breaking this particular. I don't know what's the word in English, so I will use oath. But I don't see them to just having sex with someone or building, having a woman at some point decide to get married. I definitely don't see them to do this. The impression seeing the movie 2 times has been that Rey is Leia's and Han's daughter. It's an impression. She could be the daughter of the neighbors, she could be the daughter of someone of the rebels that has died and they have raised her. There are a lot of explanations, but it's also true that the chemistry that there's between Rey and Han, it's there, and it's a chunky part of their how can I say, their on-screen time. So I don't know. I expect the next movie maybe she is daughter of someone that we have never seen before. She can be the daughter of Boba Fett or the Supreme Leader Snoke. We don't know. And honestly speaking, it doesn't matter so much. I don't think that it matters so much at this point. We have to wait till next year. Now that I think there's a 5C, and it's about Rey's ability to use the Force that everyone is complaining about. Yes, okay. Or she is like the reincarnation or a Jedi Master. Thing that I've told and that can be possible. But I don't want to just fall into this kind of because it's too much for today. I have seriously thought that she was trained. Probably she started to be training before to be left on Jakku, and probably after she was abandoned on Jakku, she has erased that part of her memories, as everyone does with the traumatic events of their lives, and so after Mass tell her that things about the Force, she starts to remember things, and when she fights with Kylo Ren, she remembers consciously those things. Okay. I think that we can close about Rise here. The 6th point is Supreme Leader Snoke. I don't have any specific kind of thought. I don't want to enter the Karel, Dark Plagueis, Dark Sieges, and honestly, it's not for me this thing. I have heard all the possible theories supported by novels, comics, about strange theories about living in a suspended state, in the like sort of living ghost, that he has take the body of Darth Vader. So I don't want to about this. He, like every Lord Sith, he remains. It will remain still the last chapter, I suppose, hidden, and we don't know anything about him till the end, I suppose. So I don't want to just stress myself so much to try to guess who he is, where he come from, or else. So I skip to the 7th point. Kylo Ren. Okay. Kylo Ren is extremely disturbed. Okay, I definitely cringed when he said grandfather. there was my husband between me and my sister, and I just did like this. Have you heard? He said grandfather. So I'm I'm still shocked for this, and I don't know exactly what to think about Kylo Ren. I think that they give all the flaws that they could. He joined the dark side, and I want to understand what is brought him to, because let's talk about that. Leia and Han can be really a pain in the ass, but I don't think that um, what they have done to him to make him turn to the dark side, and what the hell Supreme Leader Snoke has told him to convince him that he has to continue what his grandfather has done, when clearly, and everyone in the rebels knows that he joined the light side, I don't know how it is, the light side before dying. So I don't understand exactly what has been told to him, but what has been done to this poor guy because he decided to go to the dark side. So that's really something that is keeping me busy, that it keeps my mind busy. The other thing is, if there has been a moment in which I thought that he was, they could save him after what he has done, and I'm still not, I don't feel safe to, I don't feel comfortable to tell it clearly in this video. I don't think that he could be saved. I saw he come, I perceived him confused, and I think that what he's done will be a huge handicap in the story, in the character development. So I'm curious to see how he will develop. And referring to Rey's ability to use the Force, I want to remember to everyone out there that Kylo was shot by Chewbacca crossbow, and a weapon that make groups of stormtrooper just fly away. So and you just take the shot without budging. So I don't know. I don't think that it has been a fair combat, something like this. Duel. It's duel. It was a fair duel. So I'm curious to see what kind of injuries he will have on the long term, and I'm extremely curious to see how all the things that he's bringing inside of him, all this baggage, will match with this. Okay, the most outstanding character, the one that I've gone out saying I have to know the background of this one, was General Hux. This man is evil, guys. He's evil. What their parent did to him when he was a child. He has a resentment for the Republic that is, I don't know, I've never seen someone with this much resentment, and it's not power. The sensation was that it wasn't a matter of power, but it was something more personal. So I'm curious. I'm very eager to know something more about General Hux's past, and to see this new dynamic between him and Kylo Ren. Now that Kylo has failed, I don't think that we can think that this is a fail, but I'm quite sure that Hux will use this thing with Rey as something against him. Okay. Another outstanding character is BB8. I love the droid. I love droids in general, and I love the droid. Um, what to say about Poe Dameron? I love Oscar Isaacs. I think he's a very talented actor, like Adam Driver, like Donald Gleason. So we are talking about someone that I really root and respect before. But I don't know. I found that Poe's character was a little bit too uncolored, pale. I don't know. It was a little bit weak, but I think that we can expect things from him in next movie. Um, I remember that there is another point that I want to talk about. It's the balance in the force. I've always had some kind of doubts about that Anakin would bring. How can I say? The one that would bring the balance in the force. Because, well, if the balance in the force to have one Sith master and one apprentice, and one Jedi master and an apprentice, we have been at a point we were like this. But I don't think that this is what the balance of the uh, it doesn't come to me, not even in my mother language. Well, okay. I don't think that this is the balance of which the prophecy talks about. The Sith way, the dark side way, it's not something. It's definitely something not balanced. Because it requires that the individual just thinks to itself. So the first thing that the Sith does usually is to let you use the more selfish part of yourself. Hate, anger, fear, that make you think to yourself. By the other side, I don't think either that the Jedi way it's balanced. They take away the kids from families where they are extremely young. I don't remember exactly how old was Anakin when arrived at the Jedi Temple, but the objection to his training was that he was too old. So I don't think that taking away children from their families and force them in some way with this endless education, teach them to use the force without any kind of self-thought, self-attachment. I don't know, the sensation, my sensation, this is my personal opinion, this is my personal speculation, was that Anakin could bring the balance in the Force if he could remain a Jedi and remained married to Padme. Can you follow me? Okay, it's fine. And I think that this kind of dynamic we will be brought back with Finn and Rey at some point. So I don't know. I think that the balance in the Force is to do the right thing and use the Force in the right way, but having a family and being attached to that. This is my personal opinion. I had fun to share them with you. I would, if you like to left comments, you're welcome. Remember, I'm a very polite person, and as I am polite and I like to exchange opinions with the others, I like when people exchange their opinion with me in a politely way. I apologize another one time for not being good speaking English, and I say thank you for the time that you have spent to see this video. I hope you find it useful, funny, entertaining, I don't know, which is the word. And if you're open for comments, just leave them. Okay, bye.